about something, and it was like kind of crazy to me, and it started actually on the home visit. The last day on Sunday, Melissa's mom brought this devotional for her daughter, and it's an Max Lucado one, but it's a kid's one, and I just picked it up and I opened it up, and it opened right up to the date of my birth, which was kind of weird, but I read it, and it was talking about how the Lord wants to be our house, how he wants us to live in him, right? So, like, I really got to thinking about that because he dwells within us. And so, like, we're his temple, but if he wants us to live in him, how does that go about? So I was, really trying to think about it, but it's more of becoming one with him, right? So if he's in us and we're in him, then we're already in his house. And it's kind of walking with that. But it reminded me of Psalms 91. So that's where I want to start this morning, is Psalms 91. I'm just going to go ahead and read the whole thing, but I really am just going to base it off of the first one, which is, those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust him. For he will rescue you from every trap and protect you from deadly disease. He will cover you with his feathers. He will shelter you with his wings. His faithful promises are your armor and protection. Do not be afraid of the terrors of the night, nor the arrow that flies in the day. Do not dread the disease that stalks in darkness, nor the disaster that strikes at midday. Though 1,000 fall at your side, though 10,000 are dying around you, these evils will not touch you. Just open your eyes and see how the wicked are punished. If you make the Lord your refuge, if you make the Most High your shelter, no evil will conquer you, no plague will come near your home. For he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go. They will hold you up with their hands so you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. You will trample upon lions and cobras. You will crush fierce lions and serpents under your feet. The Lord says, I will rescue those who love me. I will protect those who trust in my name. When they call on me, I will answer. I will be with them in trouble. I will rescue and honor them. I will reward them with a long life and give them my salvation. I just really love this psalm. And for so long, the Lord has been trying to show me this psalm. Like when I was actually in prison, I was in the faith-based program there, and every day we had to say this over and over. And I never took anything into thought about it until I was here, until recently. And just like it's really beautiful. Like he wants to be everything for us, right? He wants to be that shelter and all of that. But what does that intake? And I'm just now learning that, and it took these past 2 weekends. Like I got to go home with 2 different sisters. And instead of feeling weird and awkward, like I felt at peace, like there was no issue within me, which every other time in my life, that's how it's been. Like I just felt uncomfortable. But it's because he's within me, right? Like I'm actually walking with him now instead of walking away from him. So that was like, it was just amazing, right? So like I'm trying to like dig deeper into this, and I don't really know how to study. Like I kind of suck at studying, and I've told y'all that before. But like Psalms 91:1 is, those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. And I try to look in the concordance, like the Strong's back there, but it's based on the King James Version and not the NLT version. So it's like the word liveth or abide in. And so I like looked deeper into it, and one of the things was to sit down, right? Was to sit down, to be still, to be in his presence. And so that just kind of spoke to me, and I was like, okay, God, like, how do I go further with this? So when you have a study Bible, right, it gives you like those cross references and everything like that. So I started to look there, and it took me to Isaiah 32:18. Where are we at? Well, actually, all of Isaiah 32 is really good. But 32:18 says, my people will live in safety. Quietly at home, they will be at rest. So when we're with the Lord, when we're walking with the Lord and he is our home, we can be at rest. We don't have to sit there and stress and all this other stuff like I've always done my whole life. But then where it really led me was Hosea 3:18-23. And that's where I kind of want to like stay on right now. So that says, on that day I will make a covenant with all the wild animals and the birds of the sky and the animals that scurry along the ground, so they will not harm you. I will remove all weapons of war from the land, all swords and bows, so you can live unafraid, in peace and safety. I will make you my wife forever, showing you righteousness and justice, unfailing love and compassion. I will be faithful to you and make you mine, and you will finally know me as the Lord. In that day I will answer, says the Lord. I will answer the sky as it pleads for clouds, and the sky will answer the earth with rain. Then the earth will answer the thirsty cries of the grain, the grapevines, and the olive trees, and they in turn will answer Jezreel, God plants. At that time I will plant a crop of Israelites and raise them for myself. I will show love to those I called not loved, and to those I called not my people. I will say, now you are my people, and they will reply, you are my God, or you are our God. So like that just really spoke to me, and it kind of like hit me, because I was thinking I was just going to talk about like, just living in his presence and being at rest, but it goes so much deeper than that. And with this, like, it reminded me of here at the mission, right? Because I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, like, I've always felt not loved. And in fear and like all this stuff, right? So I've always focused on this negative stuff, and I never focused on the positive. And I've read Hosea I don't know how many times, but I've never seen it this way. Like, he loves us, every single one of us in here, right? No matter what we've done, he loves us. No matter what we're going to do, he still loves us, right? So, he's seeing that we are his people, right? So he's planting a crop of Israelites. And I have to take that into a sense of today, and not, like, we have to stay in the context or whatever, but I have to see it in something that I can understand. He planted every single one of you here in these seats to raise you up, to call him your God, to see him who he truly is in your lives. And he could be, he's still the same God yesterday, today, and tomorrow, right? Like, he's going to be. But how do you see him? How do you perceive his love for you? Do you see him that he actually loves you? Because for so long, I didn't. And I still have issues. And I told y'all the other day, right, about the trust with my kids, because it's not there. But I have to be honest with myself that I do not trust him in this area. I don't. And I want to move past that. I hate crying. But it's not about that. So, like, I'm always about talking about the plants and all that other stuff. And then, I remember there was like 3 sisters at different missions who literally prayed my feet to be concreted into the mission. And at first I was really angry about it, because I'm like, why would you want to keep me here for the rest of my life? That's not even cool, because concrete, you can't really get out of concrete. It's a forever kind of thing. And, but how happy it makes me today that, like, he plants me here so I can grow in him, right? That I can learn who he truly is, and not just what I've been taught or my religious thoughts. It's who he is within me. So, that goes back to that house thing. Like, he is my home. He's my foundation. He is everything. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. And neither would any of you. We can sit there and try to say, like, oh, I called this place. This was my doing. No, it wasn't. How do you think you found this place? God made something happen to where you would notice where you're at and then make that call, that desperation. And to be honest, I wasn't desperate when I first came into the mission. I wasn't. I was desperate to get off the streets, yeah, but not desperate enough, like, to save my life. Because what did I do within that time? I stayed in my ways. I would put on this facade, put on this mask, and act like I was this person that I wasn't. I didn't want to see myself for who I truly was. And so it's been a long process getting to me to where I am now. And that's nothing but God and the people he's put in my life to have to tell me about myself. And we don't like it. Right? We're rebellious people. This is just, it's us. We're rebellious. I know I am. I rebelled against my parents. I rebelled against schools. I rebelled against everything. And then I come in here and I start rebelling against y'all. Right? Like, it's just my natural, like, that's me. But I'm tired of living like that. I'm tired of seeing myself as a fake person. I want to be real with Christ. I want his light to shine through me. I want you guys to be able to look at me and say, something's different about her. And if it's not there now, one day it's going to be. right? Because I'm pushing forward. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Like this was just so poetic and beautiful to me. I don't even know how to comprehend it. Like I got stuck in it last night. Like stuck. And he's my God. He is our God. He loves us. Can you see that for yourself right now? And it's okay if you don't, because I know you will one day. Because he's doing it for me. He's doing it for me. And it's crazy, right? All this is crazy. You know how he says he's coming back for his bride? Guys, it's kind of weird to hear that. That you're his bride. That you're his bride. We all are. We're a church. We're together. And instead of, I think we were talking about that the other day, the separation and whatever that word is, where it divides in the church, you guys know what I'm talking about? I can't think of the word for it, but that's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to love each other and help each other along the way. No matter where we're at in our walk with him. No matter if we're little babies or if we're fully into it. You're supposed to help the ones that don't know and push them forward. Because you know what? Those staff members, they've been doing that for me. My sisters, they do that for me. Even the ones on the front row. You've already showed me so much. In just the 2 days you've been here. Taylor, right? So the more I think about it, the more I dig into this, he gave me a forever home. And it's not in this building, it's with him. Right? But he gave me a family that I can, when I'm hurting, I can go to. And vent to when I'm being stupid and in my head. Because I have issues, right? We all have issues, but I really have some issues. And I'd be thinking some crazy things, and it doesn't make sense. So, death has been happening a lot for other people and for me. And I was on the phone yesterday with my mom, and my stepdad has cancer, and he's fixing to die, and he knows it, right? But he's he has it in his head, he's on his way to Florida right now, and this is where he's gonna pass away, right? But I learned a lot from that man, and he's not a Christian. But if God didn't put him in my life, I wouldn't have learned what I did from him, right? So it hurts. But to know that I have a family, to know that my home is in him, it's sad and it hurts, but here I am, right? I'm not running. I'm not doing that no more. And I'm learning every day how to live with Christ. And a lot of the times, I can't stand it. I want to be real with it, When I'm told about myself, it hurts. But then when I ask God, can you show me this? He does. And then I get over myself really quick. Or maybe not so quick. I probably should quicker than I do, but I don't, It's fine, because it's fine. I remember asking him the other day, why me? Why did he yank my kids from me? Why did 2 of them have to die? I sat right over there and cried about it because I've never asked him. And he told me it was for a better purpose. That if I would have had them all, where would they be right now? Where would I be? If the things didn't happen the way that they did, what would have happened? And it would have been bad. I picked up drugs. I'm not a drug addict anymore. Right? I'm full of love, even though sometimes y'all may not see it. I'm full of love. I love every single person in here. I can't stand to love y'all sometimes, but I love the heck out of you. I'm sorry, I'm crying and I'm still standing up here. It's going to be okay. But I just want you guys all to truly dig in while you're here. Don't make it where you have to keep coming back or where you don't get that chance to come back. Get it while you're here. Take the world out. He puts you in a place where the world is not involved, right? But we want to stay in it. Thinking about everything that's going on out there, ain't nothing good happening out there right now, right? And you don't need to be out there to find out. He set you down so you can pick this up and you can learn about him and live in him as he lives in you. This book is amazing. It's a book of books of love. It's a love story, as some would say, right? It's a love story. It's a mirror. We don't like that part, or I don't like that part, let me be real. But I just want to encourage everybody in here, like, read your Bible. We need to get better at the sister's house of sitting down and doing studies together. Yeah, the days could get monotonous, or however you say that word. I'm not good with words, y'all. And but if we just sit down and take just a few moments out of our lives to read the Bible together, nothing but good's going to happen. Because what did you say last night, Rachel? That 10 minutes is a long time in the kingdom? It's a long time in the kingdom compared to our murmuring and our complaining and worry and stress and doubt and fear. When we continue walking with him, he starts to take that stuff away. So I just really pray for every single one here to, like, dig in, get with your brothers, find a time. There's time. Get with your sisters. There's time. If I don't do it, yell at me and I'll do it. All right? I love all y'all, and I just want to see everybody grow in here and not be stuck and not run out that door. Melissa, can you pray me out?